My mom often screams in her sleep. Is it sleep paralysis or possession?
Maybe ask your mother if she's done anything wrong.
Does a longer possession make it harder to cast out the spirit?
People often get attached to things they've had for a long time. This man depends on the spirit and refuses to let it go. Do you know anything about failed exorcisms, and can it lead to the death of the victim? The reason the victim dies is because I am Dao.
I am Fa.
We are Mr. Dao Fa. Yeah, okay, today we have a guest.
Today we have a special guest. Our special guest is Jia Rui. Come on, Jia Rui, introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Wen Jiarui. You can call me Aurora as well. And I'm just here to represent all the civilians and read out your questions and ask them, yeah.
Today I really am a bit anxious, you know? I'm a little excited. Do you know why? Wow, finally there's a beautiful lady sitting next to me.
No, yeah, today is sorry, I don't know whether I can perform well or not.
I'm really nervous because there's a beautiful lady next to me. I'm worried I'll stutter and not be able to speak.
Yeah, me too. But anyway, today's topic is about possession. So anything about possession, like being possessed by ghosts, not just ghosts, but anything related to possession, you all can ask. And today we'll answer your questions. And then Jia Rui will challenge us.
It's kind of a challenge. I believe Jia Rui because Jia Rui herself is very interested in metaphysics. Sometimes when the two of us talk too much, one is a Taoist, one is a mage, we talk too much. We don't really understand how ordinary people think, so she'll pull us back. She will keep us grounded. She'll ask things like, if it were me, what should I do? And similar questions.
Yes.
She'll help bring us back on track so we don't just keep talking and lose track of time.
Yes, that's right. Your role today is important.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the reason why we actually wanted to talk about the topic of possession today is because there is this whole story that is going on. Like there was an incident that happened at Institute of Technical Education West.
Oh.
Yeah, you all will see there was a mass possession case where many people were possessed. Do you know what happened?
I know because we've discussed it, but he doesn't. Can you explain it to him?
Oh, so what happened, what actually happened was, this is just what I heard. They originally, they had a performance.
Uh-huh.
And this performance is a traditional Malay performance called Kuda Kepang. In the past, this traditional performance used to have something like possession, but they've removed that part now. Yeah, but on that day, there was someone who decided to add this segment about possession, and they said he accidentally opened the spiritual gateway.
Uh-huh.
And then one after another, people started getting possessed. They said that on that day, about 16 people were affected. So in that video, you can see in different places, people just suddenly collapse, then start convulsing or screaming and shouting. Yeah, and some people said it only happened for one day, and then someone came down to settle it. But others said it went on for 2 days. There was a shaman who came down, their own Malay shaman, to settle things. But the next day it happened again, and people kept getting possessed. So we just wanted to talk about this topic.
When I saw that video, I realized it didn't happen in just one spot. It happened throughout a large high school, almost as big as a university. People were doing it everywhere, upstairs, downstairs, on the 2nd and 5th floors. They were everywhere, groups of 4 or 5 holding people down, stopping them from running, and doing all sorts of crazy things.
It was just one after another like that.
So because of this performance, he opened the passage to the underworld, and then the spirits from the underworld rushed out.
Yes, they said it's like in their own beliefs, there are so-called spirits. And spirits mean,
Cells?
no, gene.
Oh, Gene, it's like
Oh, Jean.
Gene, our gene, the demon's gene, that one.
Jean.
Gene.
Yes, like a spirit or something. This gene.
Oh.
They believe in a kind of spirit. They open a channel and the spirit possesses someone. Yes, that's correct.
Why is that?
Sorry.
Spirit, the so-called spirits like tree spirits and those in nature, shouldn't they be good?
Well, actually, that's not necessarily true.
Because, for example, when a tree becomes a spirit, sometimes they say it can take human form, right? Whether it wants to do good things or bad things, it can do either. As a mage, I can do both good and bad things. It's the same principle. Their magic serves many purposes.
So actually, sometimes you can't really say it's good or bad because they themselves don't have human moral standards. So they don't even know if what they're doing is good or bad. They're just acting on instinct, right? But because of this performance in tradition, it is said that these spirits will possess someone and then they will perform. When they perform, they start eating glass or swallowing fire, things like that, as if they become...
It's unlike our prodigies.
Yes, it's a bit like that kind of nature, but because of the performance part, right? So usually they remove this part, this religious part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with that incident, somebody decided to try the religious part and then it...
Yeah.
But they don't know how to control. Yeah, that's right.
But do you personally think this is really possession? Do you personally think it's possession? Or do you think it's just an act?
Hey. I'm not sure. Honestly, when I saw that video, I didn't think it was possession. Yeah, I think it's more like mass hysteria, like a bit of panic. It all happened one after another. I'm pretty sensitive and can usually tell if something is real from a video, but when I watched it, I thought it was nothing special. Yeah, maybe there really was something at the beginning. One or two, but the rest were likely just affected.
You mentioned those were in different places, some on the second floor, some on the fifth. How did the news spread so quickly?
I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
Since we weren't there, we just watched the videos.
Okay.
And then I'll definitely take you there, go with you.
Yeah, I'll definitely go down. It's so much fun. Yeah, I was asking for more videos, but nobody had more video.
I want to ask about your own possession cases. What did you feel? From your experience, what was the scariest or most memorable case you've had?
Actually, my most memorable possession case happened to me.
Oh, wow.
Yes, actually. Yes, okay, so this was when I was in secondary school. In Form 2, I was at a camp, like a student camp. And then we were with Pastor Reese. And then during the camp, there was a night walk. During the night walk, my teacher suddenly, I don't know if he was crazy or what, he told us to go to the beach to meditate. Yeah, so everyone just sat there to meditate. While meditating, I'm actually quite sensitive physically. Since I was young, I could see things. So I started to feel that there were actually a lot of spirits coming over.
What did it feel like?
It's like a feeling of pressure. Like if I was standing really close to you right now, and then it's like a lot of people just staring at you continuously. So I was already feeling really uncomfortable, and I actually wanted to leave. But the teacher said, oh, you can't leave. So we just continued, just kept going. And I always remember when I was crossing a bridge, there was a wooden bridge there. When I walked across, I suddenly felt like someone was pressing down on me, like a whole person pressing down. It felt like my blood pressure just dropped, like it was falling. And then inside, it felt like someone was squeezing my heart.
Wow.
I just remember my consciousness telling myself, oh, who am I? Because I could feel my consciousness fading away, but I couldn't control it. I just faded out. And then the only thing I remember is the next thing I know, I woke up and my whole hand was covered in blood and I was really tired, lying on the ground, wondering what happened. Then my friends told me that when I crossed the bridge, suddenly halfway through, I squatted down and then I started crying really hard. Then they said that when I was crying, my voice wasn't my own, it was a girl's voice. Yeah, and then I was crying here like, really miserably. Then when they tried to touch me, my skin turned really pale and was ice cold. Yeah, and when they tried to move me and asked if I was okay, they said I suddenly stood up with my eyes open. Then I started running forward, just running, screaming, and then running forward, then running back. While running, I started pulling out my hair, so the blood on my hands was from my scalp. I was almost bald. Well, not really. Yeah, but I was like, what's going on? I had no idea any of this happened. Yeah, but the teacher thought I was causing trouble, making a scene, so he didn't let me go home even though I wanted to. Then, when the camp was over and my parents found out, they were really angry. Yeah, but for me, this was the first time something like being possessed happened to me. I personally thought it was pretty scary. That's why I asked if you've ever been...
Were there a lot of you at that time?
There were a lot of people at that time.
But only you were there?
Yes, I was alone there. After that, they all chased me. At the time, I was 155 centimeters tall. And I weighed 80 kilograms. After that, no one could catch me when I ran. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is actually for me, for myself, the scariest thing.
But now we're talking about, if we're talking about possession, have you ever experienced it yourself or have you seen someone else being possessed?
No, hearing him talk just now made me think of something. I don't know if I was possessed, but there was definitely something wrong. In China, before you start high school, you have to go through military training. We have something like a 2-week military training. We would be taken to a military camp in the mountains for group military training. At that time, boys and girls had separate camps. Our dormitory was in a corner room at the end. Although there were many people, only about 12 girls were in the room then.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, a lot. Everyone had bunk beds.
Yeah.
And then our room was filled with these beds, and we lived like that. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 12 people. But our room had a floor-to-ceiling, really tall window.
Yeah.
There was no view behind us since we were deep in the wilderness mountains.
Yeah.
Behind us was an abandoned house, and the barracks were pretty run down too. We didn't even have any curtains.
Yeah.
We had to face that house day and night. Oh my God, okay. At night, some girls were too scared to sleep. Since we'd be there 2 weeks and didn't know each other at first, everyone slept alone despite being scared. Later, people started sleeping in pairs. It was really scary. At night, the lights were turned off and we weren't allowed to keep them on.
Yeah.
And we weren't allowed to bring our phones either.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any lighting equipment or anything like that. It was pitch dark even in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I forgot the specific things that happened when I was at the military camp, but my mom told me that after I came home from the camp, I screamed every night. Yeah, and then she said to me, she often asked me, she said, what exactly happened to you during the military training? I said, I don't know anything, and she said, do you know that you scream every night?
You don't know either?
I have no idea. She said I scared her every night, but it was exaggerated. She asked what happened, and I said I didn't know. She didn't wake me, maybe fearing it would make things worse.
So how did you end up going?
I don't know. Maybe I just got better after a week. She said she kept calling me for a week and then nothing happened anymore and she didn't know what else to do. But when you mentioned this just now, I suddenly remembered it. Even now, I still don't have an explanation for it.
If it were you, would you come? It's like being a kid. How old were you then?
I was in high school then, 16?
16.
15 or 16.
Considered a kid, yeah. If that's the case, like a kid every night when she goes to sleep, she doesn't call out or anything like that, what would you?
If it's a kid, because we've had cases like this too. So if a kid can't sleep at night, right, more than likely, right, we would go into her room, we might burn some talismans, we would make some blessed water for her to drink or use the blessed water to cleanse her room. We might also prepare a talisman, like for example, one of my friends, her daughter would often wake up in the middle of the night crying loudly and they didn't know the reason, just felt like something was off, right? Then my master prepared a belly band talisman for her. Yeah, you know the belly band, right? Then we put the belly band talisman inside something like their blanket, the kind that can be zipped up. Then at night when she's asleep, we put it on top of her. It's meant to calm and protect her. Yeah, it works better that way. But for this belly band talisman, we usually have to renew it every 2 or 3 months. Yeah, do it again. But I think this is just what we see ourselves, right? But I also wonder, have you ever dealt with any possession cases, like someone being possessed right in front of you and then you had to handle it?
Yeah, there have been some, but not many cases.
So which one do you remember the most? Like which one was the most impressive?
Actually, back then when I had just started learning the law, when I was just learning these things, I had already gone back to Malaysia. Then one of my relatives had a case like this. He went to play near the cemetery and then he started acting a bit strange. They were planning to go in the middle of the night to find someone from the temple to help. But at that time I had learned a little bit already, so I said, hey, let me try. Then I took the blessed water, wrote a talisman on the water, and after that I sprinkled it on him while chanting a mantra. When I sprinkled it, he just fell down. Honestly, it wasn't that exciting. For me, possessions are often easy to handle, especially if it's a ghost. Those are simple. But if it's not a ghost and is mental illness, that's much harder. With a ghost, you just write and use the talisman and it's over. Yeah, so it won't scream or anything. It might just suddenly fall down like that.
Okay.
It was my first experience then, and I was amazed it actually worked. Yeah.
I'm really curious. Are the symbols you two use the same even though you're different? Whose symbols are these?
They're not the same difference.
These are all mine, yes.
Yes.
Introduce them now. Your talismans have grown.
Mine uses ki, so I'll use it.
Oh,
They use their own willpower.
We use our consciousness.
Ah, right.
As we're from the internal school, we use what's inside.
some people skip meals and only drink talisman water.
Do you dislike eating it?
Hey, but this is really cool. I mean this.
Ha! Ask him how he felt after eating my talisman.
Yeah, I ate his talisman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then my whole body felt extremely hot. I was so hot I started panting.
Very strong, okay?
Ah, yeah, and then,
You can eat the talisman, yet you still complain.
is it yours or your mom's?
My master wrote that.
Ah,
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't had the chance yet.
Okay, so we're talking about my own experience, right? For example, recently I had a possession case. I think I mentioned it before, but today I'll talk about it again. So, in a photography team I'm part of, one of the cameramen accidentally fell. The cameraman got possessed and fell. So I thought that everything was done. I thought we finished filming. It was all good. We could go home. Then suddenly I started hearing people shouting, "Hey, he fell down. What's going on? What's happening? We need to help him." So I started running back. "Hey, what's going on?" Then they said, "He's shaking, his body is cold, and it looks like he's about to throw up. Then we quickly carried him back to the car and next to the car because our show still had to keep filming. So every cameraman went back to shoot. Only 1 or 2 people and I stayed by his side to support him. So I drew some symbols on his head, right? Then I wrote on his body again and gave him some blessed water to drink, and he became a bit more conscious. Then I started burning joss paper, letting him know, and giving it to these spirits so they would leave. "Take the money and go. I'm bribing you and don't want you to stay long." It's very simple. Then he started to wake up because he drank the blessed water, and I needed to take him back to my shop because in my shop there's a small altar, and on that altar I have many talismans. Then I gave him one to eat, just like the ones you see in front of you.
Actually, there are a lot of these talismans.
There are many kinds. Some were made by my master and some were made by myself. There are many different methods for making talismans. And our understanding of talismans, well, in our tradition, talismans are like lottery tickets. There are 24 types. Each talisman serves a unique purpose and not all can address your current issue. That's why we provide various talismans. Talismans each have unique effects. And then they're used to tackle everything. For example, if you're sick, taking just 1 Panadol isn't enough. You also need to take ibuprofen and maybe something else. One for your cough, another for your sinus, and so on. Talismans work in a similar way. Some of them really can cure all kinds of illnesses, cure this, cure that, cure a lot of things. But we also need to understand your current situation. For example, some people might not understand. How do the green and yellow talismans differ? What's the difference between green and yellow paper? It's simple. Yellow can be considered as literature and green can be considered as martial arts. When we write on yellow paper, when we are using the yellow paper, it's more about just giving you a notice. We're notifying you like, "Can you please come and do this?" I will call the gods to come and protect you or do something for you. But when we use the green paper, when we use the green talisman paper, I'm telling the people here that you have to come down right now. I've already given you the pin letter and told you you need to come down immediately. If you don't come down, it's like you're going against the natural order, right? So that's the difference between these two. One is more like a pin letter and the other is just normal. Right? And these talismans, for example, the ones in front of me, the ones I like to write are mostly for things like possession or for dealing with tougher situations like exorcising demons and evil spirits, that kind of thing. So here, for example, I have a marching talisman which I use to summon some soldiers. I also write some talismans that I actually eat. These are meant to be eaten. There are safety talismans, exorcism talismans, and sometimes we use cinnabar to write the exorcism talismans because cinnabar wards off evil. It's used to drive away evil spirits and protect people, so we use it for exorcism. We combine red powder and cinnabar, which is a type of stone, mix them with water, and recite incantations when using cinnabar. You have to know, when we write a talisman, right, we have to recite something for every single character. Even every line, we have to recite something. Our gallbladder can be seen beneath the talisman, right? For example, with a simple talisman like this. Can you see it? This talisman here I made this talisman myself, okay? And then we need to recite every single character. And this courage? This black ball contains many spells and symbols, which we write and draw inside while reciting. All of these are, how should I say, to strengthen its power. A talisman, right? A talisman, right? How powerful, how strong its magic is. It's about his courage, not the pattern, beauty, or presentation. His inner courage shows how powerful this talisman is.
So my school, my own sect, doesn't have any of those things in the beginning. We go straight to using the talisman itself, not just playing with it, but directly using its power. You can think of the things at the beginning as his commands or instructions. But because we directly use our consciousness to execute this, we just use the talisman itself to carry out this process, yeah.
It's the little dot at the very bottom.
Right.
It's the one with many words you wrote.
Right, so we just use that gallbladder directly.
Okay.
But then we use the water from the evil key.
So one of the questions from the next viewer, the question is there any difference between armor and Asian possession? That is to say,
What is armor?
well, armor means Caucasians. Western. So, okay, what's the difference between us Asians and Westerners when it comes to possession? I'd like to ask Mr. Theory to answer this.
Actually, honestly, I feel that there's not much difference.
Okay.
For me, actually, I haven't seen armor being possessed, yeah, so it's hard for me to say. But for me, after all, they're all people, right? It's not like they're from a different species. So if we're talking about people, the process of possession should be a similar process. As far as I know, their soul would enter through your orifices. So in addition to our 7 orifices, we also have various acupoints and similar features on our bodies. So souls can enter through any one of these acupoints or through one of the orifices. So if we're talking about spirits, for example, higher level spirits, they usually enter from the upper part, yes, from the orifices on the upper part of your body. So for example, when you see spirit mediums or possessions and so on, from what I understand and from what I've seen, they usually enter from the top of the head or sometimes through the mouth. That's right. Yes.
Western and Eastern ghosts fear different things, right? Western ghosts are afraid of garlic.
That's right.
Is that so, or
Not like yours.
garlic? No, that's for vampires.
No, you haven't seen it, have you? Have you ever heard them explain why vampires fear garlic?
I don't know.
They say the classic of mountains and seas mentions creatures like vampires. But they say if we catch it and cook it, eating it can prolong our lives. So we just ha. Yeah, just kidding. But Western ghosts,
I think it's like what we talked about in the last episode. If you get cursed by another shaman, our magic still works. So I believe if someone gets possessed by a Western ghost, we can also deal with him using our magic.
Yeah, I think so too.
But his actions should be pretty much the same, right?
After all, he's human.
They'd run, attempt suicide, jump off buildings, and act erratically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that maybe what they say might be different. Like, for example, like culture. If the ghosts here possess someone, they'll definitely say something like, oh, I have something from the king of hell or something like that. They speak based on what they knew when they were alive. In the West, they might call it an angel or demon or something similar, but...
Aren't you afraid of the language barrier? You use Chinese.
It's not a language issue. Maybe it's because of our consciousness, what we're thinking in our minds, what our conscious is thinking. It can be translated over as well, right?
Okay.
Sometimes if he's possessed, he speaks another language and I can't understand him. I can't help you now. Yeah. So in this kind of situation, what I will do is I will invite the deity to come and talk to him. So what it means is right now, I just use my own language and my own sincerity to tell him, you leave this, you leave this body. But I make sure that you have the necessary help after that. Yeah, you go talk to him yourself.
Okay.
Whether you want to or not is up to you. If not, just get rid of him.
Here comes our second question. This is Ruru, our good friend of Jia Rui.
Ruru.
A question from Ruru. Why does possession occur? Why does this happen? Why do possessions happen?
What do you think?
What do you personally think? If we want to hear the opinion of an ordinary person, why do you think this kind of possession happens?
Just like I said earlier, I guess this ghost wants to tell us something. Like they're trying to ask something, or They're seeking help from us. So they possess these human beings so that they can have a voice.
I see.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
So that's what I think. Or are they just trying to teach us to listen like?
Okay to me, right? If you are possessed, there are definitely different factors. One is your luck is down low. You know, your frequencies align. If you often feel depressed, cry a lot, or are frequently down, when you're feeling really low, it's easy for this third view to take over. I'm really confused about whether to speak English or Chinese now. But at the same time, besides that, it could also be like, you know, you disturb Shin and Mang, you step on offerings, you know, you make some spirits angry, and then they feel the need to take revenge on you. They really go and hurt you. They'll try to possess you and stuff, or you go to different places, like, you know, when we go to like the haunted places. You're disturbing their space, it's their territory, and we're entering it. They'll be curious and watch what we're doing. And then at the same time, they will try to chase us away. So that's also where possession happens. Or another case is when you get cursed. When you get cursed, sometimes they will use their soldiers and generals or any ghost spirits they keep. Like Xiaogui, which enters your body to control your actions or make you harm yourself. There are all these kinds of cases, or maybe if you're Bazi and these persons are very similar, it could be a situation where they feel like, okay, you and I have a frequency, I'm gonna try to ask you to help me do some things like you said. So it's a few different reasons. We can't give you a full answer on why possession happened, but it's probably due to the fact that you did something wrong first. In most cases, it's probably you did something wrong first.
I think this is more about why these spirits possess. Like, are there any traits that really, you know, these are more of the traits of why possession would happen in a person? But if you ask from a perspective of why the ghost would want to possess in the first place, it'll be more like, because we believe that in the spirit world, actually, it's a hazy and dim place. So they don't have anyone to talk to, nothing to eat. It's really just very, very lonely. So when they see a body and they can possess it to experience the physical world, they will definitely take this opportunity to do it. So you'll notice that when souls possess someone, they're usually in one of a few states. The first state is that they definitely want to say something. Right, but sometimes they can't open their mouth, so they don't say anything. But usually they do have something to say. Well, then he must definitely want to eat something. Yeah, otherwise... Second, he will definitely want to act. Yeah, because that's why these spirits exist. It's because they still have obsessions or attachments. That's why they remain in this world. When he possesses someone, he only wants to act on his obsession. So you could see some people say it's like spirits, but you could really see more as like energy, attachment energy that was left behind. And now you are connecting with their attachment energy. So that's why you are doing things that this spirit
They wanted to.
wanted to do. Yeah, so I think that's why the spirit is really possessing lah. I mean, I don't think they possess people for fun, right? You know, if they want to possess people for fun, I want the experience.
Really? Did you do something? So you did, and now they want to...
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Returning to your question, you mentioned that during Ghost Month, we might accidentally
Right.
offend them, step on their offerings, really.
Yes, some people will.
Graveyards are fun.
No, it's just that sometimes we offer offerings like under our government housing blocks, and they distribute some of those offerings. Haven't you seen them before?
Oh, did you accidentally kick them?
Yeah, just these.
That still counts as violating them.
With these, you might end up violating them. Don't always think, am I taking you to a cemetery? It's not like you'll meet or offend them there. In Chinese culture, during the 7th month, we make offerings to the good brothers under government flats. And then some people might accidentally offend them. It's usually already burned and done. I just worry they've left. Right? But sometimes when kids don't know any better and accidentally offend them, that's when we might have the chance to possess them.
Yeah, then maybe they just want to mess with you.
You mentioned low frequency. When is something considered low frequency?
It's when you're feeling really down and falling apart, like depression. Yeah, that kind of situation. Besides depression.
Getting sick.
Getting sick, right? Getting sick is also possible.
Getting sick, not in good health.
That's just like you to be scared.
Oh, scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get scared, it's like losing your 7 souls and 6 spirits.
As long as it's yours, because we say our 7 souls and spirits are tied together with our emotions. When your emotions are unstable, your soul and spirit are too. So as long as they're unstable, these things will happen.
It will have a chance to come in.
Yeah, that's right. But how, if you encounter like someone who is possessed, then how do you really deal with this kind of situation?
I think we roughly believe in that, right? If, let's say, Jia Rui is possessed right now, the first thing I would do is make sure I would confirm that he is really possessed, not resurrected. It's possible he's just acting crazy. Maybe he accidentally drank alcohol or is just acting crazy. I need to decide if he's really possessed. Second, what I would do is I would try to tie him down so I can't let him run away. If he's running around and banging his head, we need to hold him down, right? Just use the most basic way to restrain him and keep him under control. Don't let him run around and hurt himself. Because even if you tell me I have great powers, if he runs around and hurts himself, even with my powers, it's useless. We'll have to use the most basic methods. Third, if holding him down fails, we may need to use the straitjacket.
You want to use the straitjacket to tie him up. It's fashion.
I'm thinking, is fashion right? Look, if it's fashion and you've performed a consecration, these supernatural beings, these good brothers, are really scared of fashion. If I gently place it on him like this, he can't move.
Yes.
Right? Then I'd write words on his head, draw on his chest, and write on his back. I'd give him talisman water to drink, and if possible, have him eat the talisman. But if I sense something possessing him right then, once he's possessed, nearby spirits will come too. I would deliberately burn some, like for example, some talismans to ward off evil, to create something like a barrier, a pro protection, a barrier, to set up a barrier, so they won't bother us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since they have protectors, I thought I should get soldiers to protect me too.
Actually, last time I also I encountered one. The hospital called us and said it was a suspected possession case. When we went down, we were like, not sure if it is or not. So usually, from experience, as soon as we arrive and take a look, we can tell right away if it's a possession case. When we went down, we knew there would always be a reaction. As masters or Taoist priests, we immediately take out our ritual tools upon arrival. They would start screaming.
Because they would be scared.
Yes, they'd be scared, but that person just stayed quiet and didn't react. His eyes looked normal, so we knew it wasn't possession.
Oh.
Later, during a more thorough checkup, we discovered it was psychosis. Yeah, that's right. Otherwise, because we gave him talisman water to drink, if someone drinks talisman water, they would really scream. If he actually faced it, he'd scream and feel like his whole body was on fire. Yeah, and then that spirit would just fly out. It would just come out, yeah.
I just remembered we would also sprinkle the blessed water.
I love blowing it. Proceeding to the next question. What is the difference between medium possession and spirit possession? Honestly, this is a tough one.
Medium possession.
What is medium possession?
Prodigy, that's what we just talked about. For example, I'm a medium and I'm using the god, the deity, to come into trance into me. And I'm the god, it's like my consciousness right now to do things.
Yeah, it's like selling money, right? Selling money is being so. Okay, so because, in China, there is a division, between the north and the south. You can divide it like that.
Northern and southern.
Yeah, northern and southern side. So for the north, they also have, because these are more shamanistic, this possession stuff is considered more shamanistic. So in the north, they have what's called the Chumasian culture, where they get possessed by so-called mountain spirits and wild creatures to do things. In the south, they experience what's called possession by the gods. That is, being possessed by these different deities. So the spirit mediums we know about, the ones we see, this is more of a southern culture, the southern culture. So now they're asking, what's the difference between these medium possession and spirit possession?
Wow, that's revealing secrets.
Why is it considered revealing secrets?
That's what they're saying.
Where is it?
Is that how you explain it?
What is medium possessions?
Yeah, it's spirit possession. Yeah, honestly speaking, right, possession is just possession. There's no difference. Ghosts and gods are both spirits, like in ghost possession. Actually, if you say as a sorcerer...
Thank you for the clear explanation. I couldn't have explained it that well.
Yeah, that's right, I know.
Thank you for explaining.
So yes, so ghosts and gods, they're both spirits. That's why we say things like divine spirit or spiritual being. So their nature is actually the same. Then what is the difference? It's just what they do. Yeah. Ghosts, what do? Ghosts are here to do bad things. Yeah, they're not here to help people. That's why they're considered ghosts. So what differentiates a ghost from a god? Gods are beings with virtue, they're spiritual beings with virtue, and they still want to do good things. What's the difference? It's about their actions. How can you tell if it's a medium or spirit possession? Watch what she does when possessed.
Ghosts may want to do good deeds too.
Ah, that's right. That's even simpler. Okay, just do good deeds for him. Yeah, if he's okay with it, he can also be made a deity.
Because for us, in our sect, I don't know about the Daoist sect, but in our sect, sometimes we also have these good brothers by our side, helping us, assisting us, right? So we help them cultivate, practice together with me, and accumulate merit, right?
Yes.
Wish them an early reincarnation and things like that.
Yes.
So, I don't want to reveal the secret to him, so let him reveal it.
I didn't want to reveal it, but if you're asking about the difference in how he came in, I mentioned earlier that if a spirit possesses someone, it usually enters from the upper body. As for yin spirits, if you're talking about yin spirits or ghosts, they tend to enter from below.
Huh?
They enter your body from the lower half of your body. So it will go in through the soles of your feet.
Not sure which part down there.
No, it will, yeah. You know, like they say in traditional Chinese medicine, there's something called the 13 ghost points. Yeah, in traditional Chinese medicine, there's a type of acupuncture technique that's supposed to drive away evil spirits. So there's a part where, right in the middle of your lower body, that area, you have to insert the needle there. Yeah, and if you insert it there, what's it called again? I can't recall the acupuncture point's name, but just insert it there.
Which part of the lower body is that?
It's right in the middle, yeah.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Oh.
I'm guessing.
I think why he goes from the top and the bottom, actually I don't know why either, but this is the case. I think maybe it's related to our Dantian because, the so-called upper Dantian, middle Dantian, and lower Dantian, the upper Dantian is more related to the spirit. We talk about essence, energy, and spirit. So the lower part, the lower Dantian, is essence. So if we're talking about essence, its energy is actually more turbid. So it matches more with the frequency of his spiritual body. So it's easier for him to come in from there. As for the upper part, it's lighter. So if his spiritual body has lighter energy, closer to the energy of the spirit, then he will come in from here. Right, so if you look at that kind of thing, if you yourself can see it, you'll notice that when spirit mediums are possessed, the spirit will either enter from here or from the back here. Right, so if it's an evil spirit, they'll forcefully enter from here and you'll feel very uncomfortable. So you see some people who get tattoos, right, especially those Thai tattoos, they wear Buddha amulets to guard this area because this is a major acupuncture point.
So, just like in spiritual practices, if you're possessed or afraid of something, I would cover here and here to seal it off.
For myself, I would also seal it up, seal the acupuncture points so that dirty things can't get in.
Oh.
Yes.
The 9 mosquito eyes are the simplest. We use them in our religious rituals like Lin Bing Do Zhe.
That's it, yes. Yeah, interesting question.
I feel like to me it sounds more like a ghost, like sneaking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking for a back door, sneaking in like that. Gods and Buddhas arrive openly and directly.
Right, so why do these ghosts and spirits, usually try to scare people first?
Oh, is that thing about the 3 lights true?
That's what we believe. But why do ghosts always scare people? Are they just bored?
Actually, when they scare you, it's to make your soul unstable.
Oh, scare, yeah. If your soul is unstable and you're afraid, they can enter.
An unstable soul could be seen as a certain frequency.
Yeah.
It's okay. Alright, next question. Our audience asks, my mom screams in her sleep. Is it sleep paralysis or possession?
Oh, you.
No, I think they're debating if it's sleep paralysis or possession. Those aren't the same.
I think it's both.
Sleep paralysis isn't possession, right?
Yeah, but if it's sleep paralysis, can he scream?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. With sleep paralysis, you can't speak or make noise.
Yeah.
She can't call out.
Because, okay, one thing about sleep paralysis, right, is if you don't want to get sleep paralysis, don't sleep on your bed. It's rare when you sleep on the side. A few times when I experienced sleep paralysis, it was when I slept like this. When I slept on the side, it didn't happen.
It has to do with blood pressure.
I agree, since science advises against lying on your back. But screaming?
Screaming. I think probably, you maybe want me to ask your mother if she's done anything wrong. Yeah.
I'm in the military camp, and I haven't done anything wrong either. I also said it's okay to scream as an answer.
because it's case by case. Let's see first. Yeah. If you want, because this is really hard to tell just from this question what it is, but if you want, actually, you can ask us to go down and settle it. Right. Right.
If he's okay, if he's screaming over there in the middle of the night, the first thing you should do is go help him. Oh, what's going on? Go talk to him, try to understand, okay? You need to find out, you need to understand what he's doing. Is he just scared by a nightmare or actually possessed? If you don't understand, we can't help and he won't remember what we did.
Right.
Can I sit by you and wait for you to fall asleep until something happens? That's impossible, right? So, we need to go and see. You go and take a video, that's good too. Let us understand what's going on. If it's really possession, right? Because we can't help with sleep paralysis. If it's really possession, reach out to any of us. We will do our best to come down and help you.
If you want to sleep peacefully with sleep paralysis, what I can recommend is you can wear Cinnabar, because Cinnabar has a calming effect. So
Wear Cinnabar?
Yes, like me, I wear Cinnabar myself. Yes, Cinnabar. Because when I sleep, I also have a lot of dreams. I might be very, very... so if you wear this thing, they say it can calm your spirit, just settle your soul, so that when you sleep, because actually when we sleep, one of our souls goes out wandering. That's why we dream. So this is to keep it from going too fast sometimes.
You're wearing Cinnabar. Come on, introduce it. What are you wearing?
What am I wearing?
I'm wearing the bracelet he gave me.
Oh.
It's for warding off evil.
What?
I use the Five Thunders ritual, the Five Thunders ice, to help her ward off evil, because she also told me that every night when she goes to sleep, she can't sleep well. It's hard for her to fall asleep. And what else? What else? Tell me about your problem. Live consultation. What is your problem, miss?
Which part are you talking about?
I mean, you. I did this for you because I couldn't sleep, right? She can't sleep. Every day the hallway in her house feels unbearably hard and cold. She won't turn off the lights at home and has to sleep with the lights and television on for some noise. So when I heard each of her problems, I just thought, okay, I wanted to help her, so I first spoke with Shiguang and the other 6, asking if I could give her this bracelet, which I've had for years.
Oh?
I asked if I could give her the bracelet. So why are you laughing? And then
Anyway, you're really strong.
I activated 9 mosquito eyes, reset the cooldown, then used them again. I summoned 5 thunder soldiers to protect her. In the future,
When you get married, will you have one in your wedding room?
If I have a wife, then I'm the god. I'll keep the whole family under control. With me here, what's there to fear? What do I fear?
Yeah.
If I'm on a business trip or with my wife, someone from the association must be at my home.
She also needs to go out, right?
In that case, honey, no.
Wait, your wife said, I don't have any of your female friends.
She's worried I'll say she only takes my t-shirt to mess around.
She takes your picture out and then...
No, don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. Or can she just use my photo directly?
Yeah.
I bow there 3 times daily.
Okay, jokes aside. But anyways, someone asked, can I still be possessed if I'm wearing an amulet?
Amulet, what is an amulet?
Talisman, this kind. It's still this kind.
It's probably a talisman.
Things like talismans, yeah. Yeah.
Can you do it?
I don't know. Well,
Do you think after I give you this, will you?
I can't sense its magic, so I don't know. What if it...
She just doesn't believe me or my magical power.
I think this, right? It's kind of like that Pokemon. If his Pokemon looks cooler than yours,
Oh.
he will win, yeah. So he eventually finds out it's okay.
No, hello miss. After I gave her this, she said her hallway lit up when she got home. She said she suddenly felt refreshed.
Uh-oh.
It's not so gloomy anymore.
The next day, the light returned. Do you need to feel refreshed by it?
So I think it really depends on the situation when you ask this question.
For example, let me tell you, when we talk about talismans, talismans are pretty much the same as this bracelet she has. Emulates, and this is about the same. It's all about the blessing. So I seek the thunder god Wuleya to help bless this thing. So when there's a problem, our soldiers will come to help protect her.
Yes, that's right.
And then what she said is correct. Every ghost is like the same as, let's say very simple, I'm a police officer, I'm me. When I have this notice on her, this protection, I'm asking the local non-player character, the sergeants, to come down and protect her.
That's right.
Okay, so maybe let's say my power now, I'm a captain. I can command sergeants to come and protect her. But if she meets a ghost, like a gangster that is like Pablo Escobar level, there is only so much my sergeants can do. So I have to call more sergeants or higher cultivation priest, which is higher rank than me. Can you call higher rank officers to come and help? So that's how you can see it. So when you talk about amulets, right, you must understand this is why we say amulets, right? These talismans, amulet chains, talisman plaques, you have to regularly bring them back to the temple, bring them back to your priest or your Taoist master, let them recite scriptures over them again, perform rituals for them again. Yeah, what's it called?
Blessing, blessing, blessing.
Blessing.
Blessing, let's bless it. Because this is very important, I'm telling you. Amulets are the same as a battery, the same as a phone. Eventually, the battery is going to be depleted. For us, we say if you want to be the best, on every 1st and 15th of the lunar month, you go and find your fashi. If not, every 3 months is good. At the very least, once a year, please. If not, this is as good as wearing nothing on you. It's just to comfort yourself. You're lying to yourself. If you want it to have power, have your priest or whoever bless it every 3 months.
You can do it multiple times, but if the bracelet is broken, then don't use it anymore, because this thing, if you look at it this way, it's already broken. So just use a new one. It's better.
If your Thai amulet cracks, it means it has already protected you and should be replaced.
Wow, speaking of this, let me check a bit. I had a bracelet that I wore for many years, and then suddenly, out of a sudden, it just cracked like that. And then that day, when I was on my way to Johor Bahru, my car was almost hit. I was sitting there and the car suddenly swerved, almost crashed, but suddenly as if something pushed it away and nothing happened. Yeah, and then, okay, anyway, sidetrack. Yeah, it really works. Wait, the next question is, don't make excuses. What are these? Are these okay, those?
Are movie exorcisms based on any truth?
Exorcism in movies, huh?
So are the exorcism methods we see in movies real or fake? I've heard Americans say some movies like Annabelle are based on true stories. I'm not sure if that's true since I'm not American and don't know how it works. But when we talk about Chinese movies, the rope curse, a lot of the rope curse is actually true.
Yeah, all the curses are real.
This movie, right?
Yes, all the curses are real, like the Jingshan Ye curse and something for worshipping heaven and earth gods.
And the golden light stone plus something else I forgot.
Golden light.
Ah, this is used to shake that and drive away evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He said the Lingguan finger is the middle finger. Hold on, my hands are oily.
I can't control my hands.
It's a middle finger. Hold on, my hands are oily. Yeah, that one.
Definitely more.
About this middle finger. So we say this is Lingguan Ye, which means his whip. They call this the pure yang heart.
I think a lot of in our Chinese culture, in those movies, the magic and spells they use are pretty much real.
Yeah.
But regarding America, we don't understand. They'll recite the Bible.
Because in order to be an exorcist in the faith, at least from the, Amona, that kind of faith, Christian or Catholic, that kind of faith, you need to train for many years. So not everyone can do it. So from what they say is that, I heard, I don't know how real it is that the way they exercise is very similar to the Chinese way as well, which is where they have to visualize a light coming out from their heart. So this visualization of light coming from the heart is through the Passion of Christ. So actually, this method, right, then this light will emit out, and only then can they have the authority to write. So in a way, this is very similar to our method of cultivating the golden light.
It's very similar.
Yes. So when I heard about it, I was like, hey, they also seem to remember Christ, visualize Christ. Just like how when we practice our path, we have to keep the image of our deity in mind, inviting the deity and all that. It's very similar. So I was like, wow, they're all pretty much the same. Yes, that's right.
All religions share the same origin here too.
That's right.
It's useful. All methods return to the same origin.
Haha, it says all methods return to the same origin on the back. If you're human, their bodies work pretty much the same, right?
See?
They all do the same thing differently. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Next question. Oh, I hit myself.
Wow. This is a sign.
Now when I play, my ancestor master hits me.
Yes.
Okay, what kind of people can't be possessed?
I think, honestly, I feel like can be possessed. I think almost everyone can be. Yes, yeah, even if you imagine, like you said, those mediums, right? They are not chosen to become a medium. If you want to make that person into a medium, actually, there's a way to make them into a medium.
We have talismans here. Eating those talismans can make you become one.
Turn off, right? Force his senses open.
We can eat it. If you eat a talisman, you can
Absolutely.
eat a talisman and your log number increases. Whoever wants you will pick you.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh,
But why do you want to be possessed?
Some people think it's very lucky.
that's right, exactly. Yes, so it's okay. But if, for example, you have strong positive energy, or if you are a very mindful person, actually you won't be possessed. So as long as you're a normal person, just go through your normal life. You really don't need to be afraid of being possessed.
He's different, so he got possessed.
Yeah, at that time, I was actually a bit abnormal. Yeah, no, my constitution is a bit tougher. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get your loved ones who have passed to possess you so you can communicate with them? In our tradition, not Buddhism, I recall spirit mediums or similar people who can do this.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know if it's real or fake. If it's fake, I haven't seen it.
Actually, in the past, my family tried this thing before. They talked about what's called asking the rice. Asking the rice means there's an old lady, a grandmother, who takes the rice and invites a spirit to come, then talks to you. And then they said that the traditional way is they would first ask 3 private questions that only that person knows.
To make sure it's really them.
Right? And then they would start talking. He said that when he came up, they would ask, oh, are you living well? Do you have enough to eat? And so on. Then they would say, actually, I think it's possible, but I don't know if anyone else is still doing this here because this...
But I feel like there are a lot of scammers who do it.
There are a lot of scammers. And the thing is, actually, I can tell you that 90% are not your family. Ghosts communicate in their own ways.
Let me tell you, even if it's a ghost, since a ghost can use that medium, it could be her own or another ghost. When you ask a question, you already know the answer and project it. The ghost can pick this up and tell you what you want to hear.
When we use the spirit board, the ghost already knows your things. If this ghost knows about your family, it could be real, but 90% of the time it's not. It will usually request things saying, I need this or that, and ultimately you burn them for it. Yeah, so if we talk about it from the perspective of Taoist scripture, our ancestors, the previous masters, had already warned about this kind of magic. They said that these things are usually possessed by demons or evil spirits, and that's why they come to ask for things. So I still don't recommend it because just let the dead rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my advice, but I know it's very cool, right? Honestly.
We have disturbed the dead a lot ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Can I cause a possession?
We are short.
I think you are telling your mom. That talisman.
No, that's for jumping and shifting gears.
Oh, because of possession.
So if you let a ghost, okay, actually, it's possible. There are times where certain people get drunk to a certain extent when they accidentally make deals with the devil. Deals with ghosts.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
How?
When you're drunk, you don't know what you say, who you talk to, or remember what you said or agreed to.
Oh.
Do you like drinking? So in cases like that, it's possible that you agree to something with this spirit or whatever, and then they will come to look for you for that. Because I have a relative, like a family friend, who had this happen. He made a deal with a yin corpse or a kind of weak ghost and didn't pay it back. Then every time he drinks, whenever she's drunk, she gets possessed by this thing. This thing has been in her body for so long that it feels like they've almost merged together. Every time she's drunk, she starts acting up. She can start crawling on the sofa like a cat, doing all these different things. So what I can tell you is don't make any deals with any devils because it can really possess you.
Right, yeah.
Do not get drunk.
By the way, why do you keep drinking?
Yeah.
Because she refuses to admit this happened, she denies it when we tell her. She just says, no, maybe I have split personality, maybe I'm bipolar.
Oh.
Yes. But the thing is that deity really spoke to us, and we know because at that time she went to casinos, gambled, and always won. sometimes so much that her lips turned blue or green from not eating or drinking for a long time, and her eye bags got really bad.
Wow.
Yeah, so don't induce possession in yourself. Why do you want to induce possession? What good do you get from it? And you might not just harm yourself. What's worse is you could harm your family members. Why do you want to create that opportunity?
You just said she won a lot of money.
What?
You said she went to the casino and won big.
Yeah, but after that, her health was sacrificed. Every time she got possessed, her husband lost his jobs, and then they kept changing houses, kept losing his job. Then the daughter, who was a very, very good kid, became very bad. Like a lot of things for no reason started to get bad. This spirit is taking back everything it has given you in another way.
It has to be an exchange.
Because when you are asking a spirit or asking a deity, I don't say spirit because maybe spirits really give you some luck from somewhere, I don't know. But when you ask a deity to give you bad things for money and stuff, right? You're just borrowing it from the future. Eventually, you have to return it. Does a longer possession make it harder to cast out the spirit? Okay, when it comes to possession, there are so many different kinds. How severe that possession is. If you're talking about a span of 1 hour to 5 hours, let's say the possession just happened, this person is possessed. Is it, at 5 hours, harder to chase them out? It's not, it's the same. But if you say it's been for many years, then it can be hard. Because this thing would be so attached to you, to this person's body, then they are not willing to give up, because at this point they may have made trades, they may have done a lot of things. It's already very hard, because you have to understand, okay, I don't know as a Daoist priest, but as a Fashi, right, we are mediators. We are mediators. We are half human, half ghost. We help ghosts and we help humans. We don't just help one side. Although humans and ghosts walk different paths, if you make a trade, we will do our best to return that trade, because I will negotiate with the ghost or whatever is possessing you, whatever you have promised them. Okay, if you do this instead, is it okay or not? I will have to negotiate on your behalf, but of course, if the ghost doesn't want to give me face, I can always use force to chase them out or hurt them. But if I do eventually, if I do beat them until their souls are completely destroyed and scattered, all this, I have to accept that it's like karma. I have to accept the consequence of it. It's a very heavy consequence. It's not just about chasing something out, but completely destroying its whole being. That's why we won't do this kind of thing. Most of the time you see why we still burn joss paper, why we talk nicely. We always say, first use words, then use force. We'll talk nicely to you first. If not, we'll take more extensive actions. We'll be more fierce with you. We'll start binding you, and then we'll burn joss papers to hey, let me bribe you, take it and leave. There's a lot of this kind of thing.
For me, I think when I saw this question, I felt that it would definitely be tougher to cast out the spirit, because the body that is containing the spirit doesn't want to let the spirit go. Because I realized that when it comes to long possessions, there's usually some attachment. So when you say this person himself, he is relying on this spirit, so he doesn't let it go. Right? So their relationship becomes one of mutual dependence. If you forcefully separate them now, maybe his spirit wants to leave, but that person doesn't want to let him go. So it's like his case, right? His relative relies on him to make money, so he always wants to depend on him for money. So when you want to remove this spirit, will he be okay with it? Sometimes his body doesn't want to let him out, making it very hard to separate them. So to me, I feel that if he is possessed, based on my experience, possession is usually very easy to settle. It settles quickly. If it takes long, it's usually the person's issue. Yes, he has his own issues. So when we try to resolve it, it's no longer about the spirit, but the person's psychological problems, which are much harder to settle. Are you aware of failed exorcisms and whether they can result in the victim's death?
Yes.
I have heard about failed exorcisms. The reason why the victim dies is because the exorcism tactics that were used were very, very torturous. So they would make you drink some weird things, or, they would physically use things to whip you and all that. And sometimes they're literally torture. Yeah, and that's why the person dies. But for me, this kind of thing happens because they're in a cult. Yeah, and they don't really have the rules. If you really see possession and she doesn't have it, when I see the Western exorcism, I'm like, huh? Is it really that difficult? Does it have to take so long? Sometimes it's just something simple and it's done. Wow, they have to. The duration of their ritual is just too long. Yeah, right?
It's very complicated.
Yeah. In order for, it's like,
So do you want someone to protect you?
what kind of person is
It's like when you are doing this sort of thing, you need to have a protector first before you can do other things. You know, like if you practice the Dharma for too long, then you might get hurt, right? Is that how you say it?
No. What I mean is, it's like if you look at Western exorcism, right? They need to hold on for so many days.
Oh, that's why you need to protect yourself when you hold on to this.
But they're not even protecting themselves. It's like,
They've got a source to call, you know.
I honestly, I really don't know what they're doing. Or it's like it's so long, so much, it's too much effort for a very simple thing.
You can chant Buddhist scriptures like that as well.
Buddhist scriptures.
You are trying to encourage them to really let go of all the bad thoughts, that kind of thing.
Maybe that's true, yeah. It's true.
But this question focuses on whether the possessed person will have problems. We're not discussing the sorcerer's power. It's about the victim, the person being possessed, whether they'll have any problems.
Wow, you see, she pulls us back.
Wow.
That irresistible aura is coming out. You two listen closely.
Usually there aren't any problems. However, if a practitioner uses too much cinnabar when writing talismans, it could be fatal.
Oh, this is one case, okay?
When you swallow the talisman, since it's cinnabar, too much could cause poisoning.
Don't let people swallow too much.
Right.
No, there isn't.
Right.
Jusha, you see, even though our amount of Jusha is very small, if you don't want to eat, just say so. I won't give it to you.
So does one talisman control multiple things? Will you eat them all?
Understand? It's the cinnabar that's used to kill you. You carry your own weight.
Okay.
It's fine as long as you don't swallow the whole stone since we grind it up.
I think it's 10 grams.
10 grams?
10 grams.
Wow.
Wow.
It's enough.
Jushabi, right? Every 10 grams is really like,
Just a little bit.
you picture that sauce, right? Then that much goes in.
Yeah.
Once it's in, it's a cup of sauce that lasts a long time.
Yeah, by the way, you can't buy cinnabar anymore. I'm telling you, you can't get cinnabar in Singapore now. Yeah, they don't sell it. It's like illegal. Malaysia is also illegal. So once this supply runs out, I honestly don't know how all the Taoists and masters are going to...
All of mine are from China.
You need to use that, right?
Mine are from China.
Okay.
Use cinnabar sparingly.
Really, you have to use it sparingly. If it's gone, it's gone. Yeah, it's really gone.
Like, I think that's it for the current questions. Now we're going to move on to questions that people have emailed to us from the previous shows, from the previous episode.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The first question we have from our previous viewers is, what is the process of possession?
I think just now I kind of answered a bit to elaborate. Yes. So, okay, the process of possession, normally, okay, if it's ghost possession. So, a person has 3 souls and 7 spirits. This is the positive one, just a type of frequency. So for possession to happen, you have to break this stability first. This stableness. So how do I do it? For ghost possession, I have to scare you first. I frighten you and cause panic, making your 3 souls and 7 spirits unstable. This creates gaps that slowly let other spirits enter. Typically, they'll enter through an acupuncture point like your foot. Your foot will feel numb, which can make you even more scared. If your fear increases, it can take over more, allowing more of them in. This is how ghosts possess people. If it's a god, the theory is the same. It has to first disrupt the stability of your 3 souls and 7 spirits. Your consciousness will engage as they use drums and other sounds to put you in a trance. So when your consciousness becomes blurred, its spirit has the chance to enter your body. This is the process of possession. As I said earlier, where does it come from? Usually the spirit enters from above, right here. This.
The crown of the head.
It enters through the crown of the head. Actually, when we are born, our soul also enters through the crown of the head. So when a baby cries for the first time, the soul enters through the crown of the head with a pop. Right, so some people ask when your birth chart is set. Actually, your birth chart is determined at the moment you cry for the first time, because when you take your first breath after birth, when you cry, your birth chart is set. So your birth chart is basically determined by the energy of that very first breath you take, and that sets your whole life. So at that moment, it's also when your soul enters.
That point?
Point. So why are children usually more sensitive at the beginning? It's because here, their fontanelle hasn't closed yet. There's a hole.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, this is the process.
So in that case, how would you meet someone? Like, what should you do if you get possessed?
Go find him. If you have one.
24/7?
Okay.
Why?
What should you do if you think someone is possessed? I already shared my opinion earlier. So maybe you can share yours.
Okay, maybe I'll answer. If personally you feel like you're getting possessed, what should you do first? So I think if you don't have any faith, if you don't have any God you can rely on, always remember your name. As long as you stay focused, it's hard for the spirit to enter and for the ghost to possess you. So for me, when I didn't have it before, because my mind wasn't stable, I would recite my own name, so I always remember who I am. As long as I'm clear about my own consciousness and my own identity, the spirit can't get in, the ghost can't get in. So I would say my own name. I say I am Kudong, I am Kudong, I am Kudong, I am Kudong. Yes, it won't come in. But if you have your own religious beliefs, you can recite the name of the God you believe in. That's fine. Yes, this is.
Then what if it's the person next to you?
The person next to you. Wow, the person next to you, that's really hard.
You recite scriptures for him at work, but it doesn't work.
No, because you don't have this method.
All right.
Yes. Are you familiar with that Hong Kong movie where he pinches his hand with hot chopsticks? My master said if that happens, just take him to the hospital for a disinfectant injection and he'll be fine. He said if the body can't function, the spirit won't possess it and will leave.
Oh.
Yeah, all right?
What will you do? What will you do really if someone beside you, okay, we are not like Asa, if we are, let's say she suspects that I'm possessed, what can she do?
I would sprinkle salt on him.
Really?
Yeah, I really would sprinkle salt on him. Or maybe I would throw incense ash at him.
Salt is easier to get?
Yeah, salt is easier to get.
Don't we need to get salt, like sea salt? Isn't that right? Fine salt probably isn't useful anymore.
Yeah, either way works to get salt, but...
Really? So that kind of fine salt isn't okay?
It's like, how do you say, what's the explanation for salt?
It's just for purification because it can...
Purify.
Yeah, dirty things can't come near it, like bacteria and stuff. So it has the effect of warding off evil. Oh, otherwise you can just use that little luo we use every time, that one.
Oh, what?
Like we're just like that suspect. It can't be that we have all these laws and regulations on that.
You suspect?
Let's say today neither of us are mages or Taoist priests.
Okay, there's a god's name you can recite. So you can recite Jutian Yuan Leishen Puhua Tianzun next to him. He is the big boss of the thunder gods. So when you recite his name, they say there are incredible things that can happen.
Recite what?
Jutian Ying Yuan Leishen Puhua Tianzun.
Maybe a bit slower?
Yes, Jutian Ying Yuan Leishen Puhua Tianzun.
It's so similar to mine.
Because this is him. Yes, Jutian Lei Mu Tianzun.
Oh, right here.
So this is what they are.
Shape-shifting spirits.
Yeah. Here we call it the 10-character sutra. It's just 10 characters. As long as you recite its name, no evil spirits can come near.
Let me call back to one of our previous questions. She suspects that her mom screams in her sleep because of this. Can she recite it next to her?
Yes, she can, or your mom can recite it before bed.
Or should she go throw away the cigarettes?
Recite this one. This one is easier to recite. So if your mom wants to sleep, you can ask her to recite this 3 times before going to bed.
Before going to bed?
Yes, before going to bed, recite this 3 times. Or if you see her sleeping and she calls out, you can be by her side. You might need to hold her hand and then you recite this, her name. Actually, this really works. You don't need any special inheritance for this, really. Anyone can practice this. It's kind of like how Buddhists chant Amitabha. That's the idea. Chanting this is really effective. I myself, I recite it every day. Yeah.
Do you have to recite it 3 times before going to bed?
Every day, all the time. I'm always reciting it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Next question. This is a question from one of our viewers in the live stream. Why do some people vomit when they are possessed?
Such an interesting question.
I know why they vomit when I actually start to do my magic, but I don't see... At the start, I feel like it's just like their body is rejecting it. So like when the thing tries to enter from my own knowledge, because I've never asked this question before. So when the spirit tries to enter, your body tries to reject it. You know, then you vomit and all that. From what I know, if you're possessed and I use my magic on you, you'll vomit as all the bad things leave your body.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know why they vomit at first.
Because our soul, upper energy wave, and energy are all connected. When he tries to suppress your upper energy wave, your body's energy becomes chaotic. When things get chaotic, you'll vomit. Vomiting is the first sign. Sometimes dizziness happens because your energy and blood are low and disordered, so you vomit. So you'll feel like something is pressing down on you here because the soul, our soul, actually, when we talk about our consciousness, our awareness, our identity that exists in our heart. So it'll start to press down here. So you'll start to feel pain here. And once you feel pain here, your energy will get chaotic and you'll start to feel like vomiting, right? Yeah, that's what they say.
It feels like your organs are being squeezed.
Yeah.
But this, the symptom is that you'll vomit, okay?
Yes.
I think we've been neglecting our guests.
Yeah, you got any questions?
You got any questions?
I've already asked my questions, so I'm good.
Confirm. Are you sure?
Why?
You won't ask me any more questions? Just a couple of questions come up now. You have to understand I'm really more of a practical person. I'm not very good at talking, but I know how to do things.
No, that's not it.
He's someone who's really good at talking. So he can explain those theories to you really well.
Like this kind, what's this called again? Amulet,
Amulet.
Will it be more effective to carry a few more?
No.
Is that cumulative?
You don't have confidence in him, do you? Yeah. That's right. Yes, okay lah. I think for possession, that's all for today's topic, right? So if you missed out on what we talked about just now, don't worry, this will be uploaded on YouTube, on our YouTube channel lah. If you have comments or questions, feel free to post them and we might respond. That's all for today. All right, I'm Dao.
I'm Fa and we are Dao Fa, sir. Bye-bye.
We are Dao Fa, sir. Bye-bye.